Okay, guys, well, welcome. Thank you very much for coming along to Instruct number 2, the first of 2014. And we're very excited to have such a big group with us. We appreciate you guys coming out. We know it's the middle of a work day, but we trust we'll make it worth your while. And we hope that you're going to meet some other guys here. This is very much community. This is why we're doing Instruct. And obviously, you guys need to participate to make that successful. Just a couple of ground rules or house rules before we start is obviously we've had coffees and teas and whatnot. You're welcome to continue with your coffee and what have you. If you need to use the gents or the ladies, it's straight out into the dining room and to your left. So left and left. Essentially, so that you understand the format for the morning, effectively we're going to have a presentation that should last somewhere around 60 minutes. I'm afraid there won't be an intermission, so control, focus guys. We're going to push through this together. Directly after that, we're going to go into a Q&A. And the idea behind that is hopefully you've stored up a whole lot of very, very difficult questions, and you can try and trip up Chris. And on that basis, then effectively, if you don't mind trying to hold those questions till the end, and then we'll follow those through. You will get the opportunity to use this mic and probably be about as excited as I am, but unfortunately it's the only way we can make sure that we get your voice correctly on camera. As you can see, we are recording the event, so if some of your staff or some of your colleagues or perhaps a friend can't get you, we'd really like you to take the opportunity to invite them to the video once it gets back up onto YouTube. You also see in your goodie pack is that there is a friendly DVD from the last Instruct session. If you didn't get it, if you prefer, again, it'll be on YouTube, and there's details of where to find the Instruct channel on YouTube there. I think if I may, I know there's a couple of familiar faces, but quite a few new ones. I just want to briefly introduce Instruct, why we're here, and really what the format is. Essentially, Instruct is the brainchild of Tite, standing to my right, who effectively has a vision to really see community-driven development skills improving in Durban. We feel like Durban is underrated. There's a huge ton of development or development-related companies that are here, and we want to start getting to know each other. We really want you to be able to know it's Mark or it's Vaughan or it's Sam, whatever the case may be, and he's working on Mongo or he's working in this or he's working in the next thing, because we feel like we're actually not supporting each other as much as we'd like to. So we've decided to start this initiative off, and the format is pretty much as you're seeing today. It's effectively a series of presentations. This is the first of 5 for the year, and we're hoping to come up with some really interesting topics, and to that we'd love your feedback. I know it's corny, but honestly guys, it really helps us if we have a sense of what's working for you and what's not, because that's what's going to draw you in, and hopefully then you can spend time debating it, meeting up with other people of like minds, and getting an interest factor going here and see if we can build this thing up. But effectively, that is the format. Not much for you to do except maybe ask interesting questions at the end. Effectively, all our really remains to be done is just to introduce Chris, so you have to know a little bit about him, and instead of having potentially the stranger standing up in front of you that you guys have taken a big leap of faith to come and see this morning. Chris Tite is effectively a software architect through and through. He's an entrepreneur, he's a speaker, he's been working in the industry for more than 20 years. He's worked on a great deal of banking systems. He's worked with Absa, Nedbank, Standard Bank. He's worked with professional services firms, a lot of contracting work really throughout the industry in Johannesburg and in Durban. And he has an electronic engineering degree that he received here in Durban. So we're proud of that. So he is ethnically Durban. I think that's important to note, and homegrown. He founded Kaleidocode, a software development house here in Durban in 2012, and has started on this speaking and presentation type of work last year. So without further ado, I'm going to pass you on to Chris.